Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Captain of Industry. So, today we kind of wanted to do oil. We have the research done for it. However, it turns out we need quite a lot of iron plate. So for today, I thought to myself, you know what? Let's rebuild our iron setup over here, which we have sitting over here, which is running at double speed at the moment because we don't get enough stuff in, and make it so that we have something really, really nice and progressive for the future over here. Now, we do need to make sure that we build our iron smelting operation somewhere in a place where we don't accidentally dig into it. We do got some iron over here under the earth, and I'm pretty sure that we will have to mine all the way over here to get all the way down over here. So we will be building it at least all the way starting from over there. Not only that, we are also going to be preparing the build for a future extension. And that future extension is going to be, we are going to be looking forward into what we need to do to get the advanced smelting going. Because later on, we're going to be running on crushed ore. And crushed ore is the thing that we can do in a crusher. And basically, in front of every smelter, we need, or every blast furnace, or in this case, a blast furnace 2, we need to be able to put down a crusher to make it go. I think we at some point in time we also get an advanced crusher. I saw a bigger crusher in here somewhere, and that might spice up things. There we go, crusher large. Oh my. That might just be yet another complete different build. And even if we go even further down, I'm pretty sure that there's an even more advanced way of making iron ore in here somewhere. There's definitely a nuclear reactor in, which we definitely want to have a look at. Though, then again, maybe not. There's the sausages down there. And the mega vehicles are all the way over there. Okay. Maybe I'm imagining things. I thought for sure there was another upgrade, but we're not there yet, so it'll be fine. So whatever we're going to be building today, we have to keep in mind that we will have to place something in front of it. Now, we can just blueprint along. That's the best feature in every game, in my opinion, the ability to just put down stuff and just let it sit for a while and make sure that we have it all set up in a way. So we're going to need the blast furnace at some point in time. The higher tier blast furnace does have another input somewhere. I'm not quite sure where it's going to be. We can't sadly do it like this, because if we do it like this, we block one of the inputs. And one of the inputs definitely has to be something like... what's it called again? Something like the coal that we need. Also, I'm kind of thinking of something else as well. We might also want to prepare these smelters over here to also be able to smelt scrap iron if we need to. So we're going to be running these in 2 modus operandi. And for that, we can have these very magnificent balancers over here. We can also use the sorters, but we want to have a U-shaped balancer in here. And we could just do something like this. This could be fine. Yeah, let's do it like this. Or maybe, actually, this could be good. Let's put you over here. And we are going to have a input over there. Yeah, the U-shape one over there. And the output over there. And then we're going to have a generic input that will be a priority input somewhere over here or over there. I'm not quite sure where it will be yet, but that is where we could inject scrap iron into. As we can either run it on the scrap iron or on the iron ore, or later on with this thing over here on the crushed ore. We can probably pause the construction for this one. Yes, we can. So we can set up the whole blueprint for this whole thing over here, ready to go. And then if you think about it, we might also want to have another input over there where we just put in the normal, the uncrushed ore. Ooh, that could be good. We could then think about something like this, where we have the storage, the loose storage, all the way over here at the end. And for now, we're going to use a small one. And actually, we have to keep in mind that this input over there is a little bit higher up than every other input. So let's maybe go down first. Nope, not like that. Come on. There we go. And then storage, loose storage. Connect you up like this. We're going to tell you that you are going to be iron ore. There it is. And then not only that, we're also going to have the pathway around. And this one at some point in time, we're just going to delete this one at some point in time. Yeah, I think this is fine. That one over here will be deleted at some point in time, because this one over here we then do not need. But this thing over there in the middle is a future extension. Good, 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 good. Now, I'm not quite sure if I'm happy about the input over here like this. I'm actually kind of thinking about maybe moving you over by one. There we go. And maybe even put, yeah, we should put you up by one. For a very valid reason that we are going to need the input of coke over here, of coal over here. Now, I do know that we get an extra input over here in the Smelter Mark III, but we can't build it yet, so it could just be that whatever we make over here will break in the future. So take that as maybe a piece of advice. Well, but then again, rebuilding stuff is always something we do want to do. Now, let's have two of these. We can flip these. Lovely. I love the flipping feature. The flipping feature is by far the best feature in my opinion. And let's give him some space, and then it looks like this. Good, 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 good. We could even, if you think about it, we got probably space enough in the middle over here for exactly one loose storage. And I'm pretty sure that scrap iron is a loose material. Iron scrap, yep, scrap iron is a loose material. And then we could do something like this. A U-shape from over there into there. And a U-shape from over there into over there. There we go. And then we already know that this is the priority input, and this over there is the other priority input. So if we do manage to get some scrap iron somehow, and we should probably already set you to scrap iron, there we go, then we can definitely prioritize this over here and just push that in. Good, 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 good. I love this. I really love this. Excellent. Now, as for the output, we do know, even if we go further down the more advanced recipes, even if we go, let's go back over here. Where is that thing we were looking at? It was over there. Even if we go into the crushed iron processing, it's not like we somehow break the ratio later on. No. 36 crushed iron over here makes 48 molten iron over here, or 48 iron scrap over there makes 48 molten iron over here. So either way, we're always going to be making 48 molten iron over here, and once we have these machines over there, they do consume 24 molten iron. As opposed to right now, where we have this recipe where we put in 24 iron scrap or 24 iron ore, we always get 24 molten iron out of that. And that is good, because the next step of the smelting over here, the metal caster, let's put you down over here real quick. This one over here eats 12 at the moment, later on 24. So the ratio always fits, the ratio never breaks, which is really, really, really nice. So how do we place these then? We could place them like this, maybe. I mean, there's going to be a pipe coming out over there somewhere. I see a really, really nice way of how we could do this. Keep in mind, the liquid channels push at a rate of 1 unit per second, or 60 per second per minute. And I don't think we get upgraded channels, so we can't make these molten metal channels too complex. So combining them up 1 to 2 is definitely a very good idea. I guess we could do it like this. You over there. You over there, and then flip you around, rotate you around. You over there, and you over there. And then we're going to take the molten channel. There we go. And we go to there. And we go to there. As for you, we do the same thing over there. There we go. Make a nice curve. Ooh. I just noticed that we have like this little gap in the middle, and that is perfect, because that is where the gravel can go out of. Wait, come on, don't be silly. Put you over there. Put you over there. How much gravel? Not gravel, slack. How much slack are we going to be pushing out? 24 at most. That's definitely something we can... Oh, I see what happened over there. Yeah, he was taking care that he does not connect these two together, but we don't care about that. We really don't care about that. That is F, press F, and then you ignore that, and then off we go. Oops. Good, but it's always a good idea to maybe not obstruct outputs. But you know what? This looks really, really nice. We could also, of course, push this out this way instead of going upwards. That is, of course, also an option. We also got a space going over here. But you know what? At the end of this whole thing over there, we could just put down like storage. It fits right over there. and then just hook it up into one of these. Maybe even both, but I think I'm kind of thinking both, but it's so silly to do both. I kind of want to do both. I mean, technically, it does make a bit of sense. We just need to upgrade this belt then, and don't need to upgrade the corner pieces. But then again, that's really nitpicking. Good. Then storage, of course, is also required. We can place one over there, and we can place one over there. And if you think about it, we might just want to... Come on. Move you down by one. There we go. So that all these storages over here are on the same height. Then connect you, and get the flat connector for you, and for you. Same over there, and same over there. And suddenly we have a really nice looking build. We're still going to build these, even though we don't need them right now. We're still going to build them so that we have them ready for the future. And that all goes like that. Good. I like it. I really like it. Now, there's one thing we could do over here at the end that is maybe a little bit different. And maybe the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. We make over here 24 slag per iteration. And we can process slag at a rate of 24 per iteration. So instead of putting it over here into one of these, you know what would make way more sense? To just immediately put it into a crusher. Now, we only get a faster crusher at some point in time. Let's have another look at research over there. For the advanced one over there. Yeah, later on we do start making 36 slag per tick. And if we have a look at our slag recipes over here. Consumption. Yeah, that would mean that later on... we would not be processing the slag fast enough. It would be fast enough if we put them into a large crusher. But we don't have that one yet. But I guess for now, because it looks nice, we can always make it different later on. As always, we're just going to put the crusher over here at the end. And we can still leave here. Look, even better. There is a little gap over here. Where technically we could just put down... Oh, we can actually do that, can't we? If we just make this a little bit more... yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's prepare that for the future. There might be a belt over here that just goes a bit weird. Live with it. Because for now, we want to have a connection like belt. There we go. Yeah, we want to have a connection like this. Though that belt is not super duper correct. Because you over there, you need to go the other way. Let's delete them. We have this connection spot over there. And here we go. Good. So we can splice off something more over here. And technically, if you think about it, this belt should not even go this low. As we will have... Wait a minute. There we go. Let's reconnect them one more time. Did I? No, I'm using the wrong belt again. It's always so confusing that you have two different kinds of belts. There we go. And then... No. Don't snap that much, mate. There we go. So now we have some space left over there. Let's take you out one more time. And then you over there. Keep you on the same height. So this over here, we could use for an extension later on. Where we just push that into yet another crusher. Which we could just place like right over here. We could already do this right now. I mean, if we build it right now, then we don't have to build it in the future. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? There we go. Then we are connected to two crushers. And then, of course, we just need the generic output. Now, you might be thinking, does this now look a little bit strange and weird? No, it does not. Because we're just going to stamp more outputs over there. Because we do want more outputs over there. There we go. And then there will be one loose storage over here all the way at the end. Which will be this one, and then we are very, very good. Then we are perfect, actually. Then we don't need to worry about anything at all. You connect like this, and yeah, you just get your own connection. There we go. That looks like a solid processing line. We got everything in. We got optional scrap coming in. I'm pretty sure we can somehow muster the limestone input over there. There's a third input over here at some point in time. Maybe just if we want to make sure that we have enough space, maybe just push this back by at least like this amount. There we go. And then we definitely, absolutely have enough space in here for whatever we need. We do need a combined input over here for the coke, or the coal. I always call it coke for some reason. And we could also absolutely make a combined output over here for the exhaust, because later on it does make a lot of sense to combine your exhaust output. There we go. And we can now set this up as a combination input or output. Doesn't really matter. Though we do have to keep in mind that pipe speeds are a thing. This will be 48, and 48 will be fine. But for now, we could do it like this, and we could even, if we just think about it, I mean, this could be a future extension. We're just gonna leave this as a future extension. We only need one chute. A chute over here, a smokestack does 60 per second, or 60 per tick. And we can place that thing, I think we can place it actually right over here. There we go, and then get the pipe back out. There we go. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now for copper, this thing is going to be looking a bit different. We can quite easily just copy paste this thing over next to each other so that we have like double the amount of ore processing. But this thing over here is already pretty darn good. Also, remember, this is not Factorio. There is no Control Z. So if you pick up a blueprint and you press right click, that thing is gone. Be very careful. I almost yeeted it out of there. So we want to dig all the way, say, up to here. I think that's how deep we have to go. So if we go, yeah, if you want to pick up blueprints in Captain of Industry, never do it with Control X, just do it with Control C. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And you know what? We're going to place it exactly over here. We could maybe maximize it a little bit for more chunk optimization, but you know what? I don't really care about that too much. This over here is where the new iron smelter will be going, and it's prepped for upgrades in the future as well, which is really, really, really good. So let's place it down over there. And get rid of it. Also get rid of this one over there. Yeah, if you Control Exit and you press like something like right click, it's gone. You can press Control V again. Nope. Control C again. Control X again. Nope. That's gone. So do be careful about that. All right. Now that's going to take some time to build, but that's going to be bloody amazing. And keep in mind, if we want to double this thing down, we just take the whole thing and we can just stick it right next to each other. Well, maybe give the gap of one, but we can stick it right next to each other and get even more processing done this way. Oh, this is awesome. I'm almost thinking, let me just have a look. Can we get this under a vehicle ramp? Excuse me, text you in the way. We could get this under a vehicle ramp even. Don't think we need to, because this is a nice build. The main road will probably be over here, or something like a main road will be over here. We have not even thought about roads yet much, but at some point in time we will have to make some roads. But this over here is ready to go, and absolutely amazeballs. We did kind of forget about the coal input, so let's put that one in real quick. Where is that? We need one more storage input. You will get his own storage input over there, where we are just going to do something like a U-shaped connector. Maybe go like this. No, wait, go like this. Go up like this, and then we go over. And then we got all the space over here to connect you up to you over there. And you up to you over there. Good, 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 good. I love it. I really love it. Now, this is probably going to take a whole bunch of time to make. We can already set up some recipes. This one over there is going to be slag into slag crushed, and you over there, slag into slag crushed. This is a bit different if you think about it. If we already crush the slag over here on site, that's of course something we have to keep in mind, because then this over here is not going to work as expected anymore. We could adjust over here, and we should adjust over here. But we're going to adjust over there after construction is done, because we are kind of out of construction parts. But you over there, you're going to be running on iron scrap and on iron ore. Same for you, iron scrap and on iron ore. These over there are only going to be running on molten copper. There we go. Molten iron, of course. And this thing over there has no... Actually, no, we already set you up. There we go. There we go. Good, but this one over there has no recipe yet. But that is fine. That is fine. And like I said, later on, we will just delete this connection and delete that connection. And then this thing over there. Actually, we could still keep it if you think about it. So then the input priority does not make a lot of sense, because then we will need the double input priority. As these splitters over here are very, very powerful, but it's not like we can designate an actual priority tree, because technically priority 1 would be the scrap iron that comes in, priority 2 would be the processed ore coming in from over there, and priority 3 would be the normal ore coming in. The only reason I can see why we would maybe switch back to normal iron ore processing is if for whatever reason we are out of lime. And then we can't use the lime for the processing over here. But I guess that will not happen for now. So let's keep it like this. This will be fine. Good. The dumping over here is also done. So we have a bit of a somewhat nice coastline. There is a way to make this over here even nicer. We could maybe spend some time into that. I think I actually will spend the time into that, because we got so much concrete over here. Like so much concrete. That does need to go somewhere. And it would be a shame to not use it. One thing we can do over here is we can put down retaining walls on the corner over here. And now we have to be a little bit careful. There we go. We can put them over here like this. That. And especially like this. This one is going to be the special one. And then we can slowly start to fill up the area over here. And actually try to make something like an actual coastline. But it's kind of hard to actually put it down over here like this. I could try, but you can make an actual harbor edge like this with these. And it would look really, really, really nice. So I'm going to try to do that. But that will take some time and probably some mucking around. But so be it. Also, can we pause these so that we don't see the message over there in the top right corner? Yes, we can. Pause these. These do not exist for now. And there we go. There we go. Now, for exploring wise, I think we got... Yeah, we don't got enough iron plates going around. That's the whole reason why we want to make this, so that we have more iron plate coming around. The main reason why iron plate currently is a bit of an issue is, well, there's no issue. We're making it as fast as we can, and this place over here is just not fast enough. Now, keep in mind, this place over here is just as fast as this over there. We might need to double it down as well again. If that's going to be the case, then I'm going to double it down again. For now, I just want to have some iron processing over here, which will be fine. Good. As for the iron itself, we got loads of that. Let's also have a look at you real quick. Cannot reach pickup destination. Where do you want to go? Oh, you want to go... yeah, but that never happens. Off, please. Off. Did he figure out he can't go there? He figured out he can't go there. As for the other project over here, the brace project. The brace project is coming along nicely. You already see that we have already connected over to the island over here. And we've also filled in the sand over there so that the water over there is gone, which we use to dig out even more sand. I'm a little bit concerned about why all these trucks over here have stopped working. No job, idle, stopped. Excuse me? Oh, that's going up, not down. There we go. Dig down, please. Yeah, sometimes being a klutz in this game is mandatory. Good, but the bracing project over here is coming along. I did set up a whole network over here of just connection points. And you can already see that we're kind of trying to flatten the terrain over there and fill in the gaps over here. And the further along we do that, the less water we have in here. The less water we have in here, the more we can use this for a mining operation. This will be a very long ongoing operation, but it's going to be well worth it because we do want to get rid of all this water over here in the middle, just so that we can have our mining operation here. We might reintroduce water over here, maybe as a canal, but not right now. Good, but that will be it for today. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel into something bloody amazing. You can also find me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where we do even more not more Captain of Industry, we do more Factorio over there. And also some Darkest Dungeon every now and then. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening. And until next time, see you around!